gabi, everyone. In translation in English is good evening. My name is RJ Vergara, brother of Cairo Omicron, and on behalf of Cairo Omicron, we'd like to welcome all of you guys to our first, and will not be the last, speaker tour here at Sac State with our speaker, Professor James Sabrito, part of the Ethnic Studies Department here at Sac State. We'd like to just give him a warm welcome. We'd like to start out the event with the Filipino national anthem. I can see clearly not everyone is a Filipino, I guess, background heritage family. But if you guys like, you can please stand, and we're going to do the anthem.
Nice facing you guys.
Thank you.
Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulubig, di ka pasisiil, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bughaw, manilat ang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal, ang kislat ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning, ang bituin at araw niyang kanan, pag maging magdidiling, lupang ng araw ng wahati pagsinta, buhay at langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya ng pag may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
It's tradition in the Philippines to say the Filipino national anthem for any big event or gathering. And for us here in the States, we like to bring it to the same level for all our functions here. We like to start, for all our Filipino functions, we like to start off with the national anthem, just to keep that sense of pride and a remembrance of where we came from. And from here, I'm actually going to pass it off to our founding brother, Mr. Oscar Gonzalez.
Thank you all for coming this evening and supporting our event. Truly, since the fraternity started 16 years ago, it's good to see that still the element of the need for this type of event, our speaker tour, as well as just really reaching out to the community and educating them on new things about our culture and history and heritage is truly like a blessing, I would say. Let's start by giving you a background of the fraternity, the mission statement of our fraternity. The purpose of Cairo Omicron shall be to promote the understanding, enrichment, and appreciation of the Filipino culture, history, and heritage through a brotherhood family environment, to instill the desire for self-improvement, scholastic excellence, and the cultivation for civic responsibility. Cairo Omicron, or XPO, is a Filipino-American-based brotherhood at the American University level. Cairo Omicron was founded February 16th, 1995 at the University of Fresno and has expanded to 7 chapters all throughout all throughout California. Cairo Omicron was created 16 years ago to preserve our history, heritage, and culture on a collegiate level. Our goal is to work with college students as they better themselves in school, helping create the desire for them to become more successful, empowering them, and encouraging them to contribute back to the community, to reinforce what was learned from our Filipino family values, and use it as a resource to integrate our culture to help elevate our society with honor and respect. Again, I would like to emphasize that our fraternity is to be the catalyst to empower and educate the community and to be a vehicle where some of the most influential Filipino Americans will come out. Our desire and intent is to make good Filipino men great. Thank you. I'm going to give a little bit of a background for our speaker, or shall we say, our honorary brother, James. Dr. James. Dr. James Soretto is an associate professor of the Ethnic Studies, Asian American Studies program at the California State University in Sacramento. He has a BA in philosophy from the University of Washington in Seattle and an MA from Bowling Green State University in ancient Greek philosophy, specializing in Plato and Aristotle. He was accepted to the PhD program at Cornell, where he was recruited by Professor Ronald Takaki to leave for UC Berkeley. He has a PhD from UC Berkeley in Ethnic Studies. His latest book publication are on early Filipino migration to Americas, the Manila galleon trade of the 16th century history. James is interested how race and ethnicity are interpreted with global and world history context. Aside from being a professor, he's also a 10-year practitioner of the Bahala'na martial arts and studies under Grandmaster Tony Samara and Master Joel Juanitas. He's an avid backpacker and long-distance hiker who last year hiked the Camino del Santiago in Spain, which begins from the French border and ends near Portugal. His free time, he lives in a sailboat in Sausalito, where he sails a sailboat, and his hopes is to be the first Filipino to circumnavigate the world of the globe. So let's give it up for Professor James. Before we let him speak, I'd like to call up RJ.
We'd like to make it official with a plaque to recognize from the Brothers of Cairo Omicron, James Soretto, as honorary brothers for their commitment to enriching the Filipino culture, history, and heritage, 2011.